So Barack Obama got heckled over the Democrats' warmongering and his warmongering. So you know Barack Obama took us from 2 wars to 7. Barack Obama dropped more bombs than George Bush. Barack Obama presided over the invasion bombing of Libya and turning it into a failed state with open slave markets. They did that with NATO. He also occupied Afghanistan for 20 years. The Afghanistan papers reveal that they were lying about the Afghanistan war for 20 straight years. It was nothing but a money transfer from the U.S. Treasury to the military-industrial complex. And Barack Obama presided over that, and he knew he was. Barack Obama,
But wasn't it a more nuanced invasion, though?
So this guy he confronted AOC about them also at AOC's town hall about funding the nuclear war potential in Ukraine. And so these 2 other people showed up at Barack Obama's speech, and they called out bloodthirsty Barack Obama today in Michigan for his role in instigating the Ukraine conflict. Ilhan Omar, you want to know how the U.S. started the conflict in Ukraine? Pay attention. So here, let's listen to. So now they're going to heckle him, and then I'll show you how Barack Obama responded.
You overthrew Ukraine in 2014. You overthrew the legitimate Ukraine in 2014. Tell us about your plans for nuclear war with Russia. Stop provoking nuclear war with Russia. You're going to kill us in nuclear war. Russia's the enemy. Russia is not the enemy. Russia's the enemy. Stop getting us into nuclear war with Russia. No nuclear war.
And I don't know if you noticed. So anyway, so the people start to chant. They try to shout down the people who don't want nuclear war. Oh, you're being impolite.
Mr. President, there's more people that are going to get hurt if we go into nuclear war. Right now, we're on the verge of nuclear war. Thanks to what you did in Ukraine in 2014. Why didn't you tell the truth about what you did to bomb Ukraine in 2014? Will you tell the truth? Will you tell the truth?
There is a process that we set up in our democracy.
Yeah, but we're on the verge of nuclear war. Do you care about the lives of your supporters? Will you tell the truth before the world walks into world war?
Listen, you wouldn't do that in a workplace. You wouldn't just interrupt people in the middle.
So now Barack Obama is telling the activists against nuclear war that they're being rude. That's exactly what AOC did. You wouldn't do this at the workplace. Barack Obama's pretending not to understand what protesting is of very powerful people. So Barack Obama is not some nightclub performer that people are interrupting, that people paid tickets. He's the ex-president of the United States and still considered the head of the Democratic Party.
Well, I mean, he makes more money on the road than I do doing performances.
So these are people protesting one of the most powerful men in the world about nuclear war. This is not the same thing as interrupting someone at work, you fucking piece of shit, on purpose.
He's a private citizen now.
But he's a private citizen. This is not that. This is a political rally, and protesters are talking about nuclear war. They're not at work. They're at a fucking gymnasium. That's why they should do this.
Well, you know what'll be worse than nuclear war? If the Democrats lose the midterms big.
Yeah.
2014 is on your doorstep. You were the one they allowed
They are causing a ruckus. I'm all for it. That is fantastic. As AOC says, bring the ruckus.
Did she?
Yes.
You respect the lives of your own supporters.
Hold on.
Will you tell the truth to us? Or will you give back your free pride?
Oh, Poor Barack. I've been there.
Yeah.
Spirit of this country. Yes.
So now I'm going to play. You can hear Barack Obama's response to him.
Spirit of this country. Yes. So, sir, come on.
Come on.
But this is.
That's his response to someone protesting about nuclear war. Come on.
Well, he's not a crowd work guy.
Yeah, he's not good at crowd work.
What I mean. This is what I mean. I mean, we're having a conversation. Come on. Sir. I'm not. Sir. Come on. Sir, this is what I'm saying. Look, there is a process that we set up in our democracy. Right now, I'm talking. You'll have a chance to talk sometime soon. You don't have to interrupt each other. You don't have to shout each other down. It's not a good way to do business. You wouldn't do that at a workplace. If you wouldn't just interrupt people in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, we're not in the middle of a conversation. You're giving a bullshit propaganda-filled fucking political rally, and someone's going to protest it. That's what they're supposed to do. That's what the United States is kind of built on.
I like that Obama, unless you can find a word for this, wasn't using any of the 3 W's in this one.
Ha!
So
you mean racism?
Russia or women?
Russia or women?
Yeah.
It's not how we do things. And this is part of the point that I want to make. Just basic civility and courtesy works. And that's what we want.
During a nuclear war, we got to have manners. So that's what this is all about, manners.
It's civility.
Try to encourage.
Remember when the progressives used to want to bring the ruckus on the Democratic Party? That's all over. All those progressives who were Bernie Sanders fans, they're all regular fucking piece of shit Democrats now. The Kyle Kalinskis, the Breaking Points, the Young Turks for sure. All those people, the MSNBC contract people, all of them, they're all just, including Bernie Sanders, just regular fucking pro-war, anti-worker Democrats.
Well, once you get good health insurance, it changes your outlook.
So, listen.
Remember, we used to want to bring the ruckus on the Democratic Party. That's all over. The establishment found a way to beat down the progressives and funnel them back into a pro-war, anti-worker party, and people on YouTube go along with it. The people who used to support Bernie Sanders go along with it. Where are the people who said they were proud to be part of a movement with Bernie Sanders? Where were those? Maybe those people who said, I'm proud to be part of a movement with Bernie Sanders. Oh yeah, Bernie disbanded that fucking movement. Where are you now? Where are you? Oh, you don't have anything to say after Bernie disbanded his movement?
I'm at a Obama nostalgia rally.
Yeah.
Stop interrupting my nostalgia.
You out there getting your 6th booster now?
It's okay. No. Wait. Quiet down. Look, listen. Hey, hold up.
Throw him out without his coat on. That's what they would do at Trump rallies, right? Someone's throwing him out. Someone is throwing him out. He doesn't have his coat on. A guy with a coat is throwing out a guy without a coat. That's all. That's what I'm seeing. And it ain't warm in Michigan, I'll tell you that.
Hold on a minute. Listen, everybody. Hey,
oh my God.
Y'all up there, pay attention. Here's what happens. Listen. No. I mean, this is part of. Not only is this an example of what I'm talking about, but it's also an example of how we get distracted.
We get distracted by nuclear war. We can't worry about nuclear war. Dude. We have to worry about selling more liquefied natural gas to Europe and helping our corporations in America. Don't get distracted by the threat of nuclear war.
This should cut right to a mushroom cloud, like right from this.
Yes.
Hey, we're getting distracted.
Suddenly, Y'all ever see that movie Up? That Disney movie?
saw Mad
Remember
Max.
that dog and the dog's talking and that squirrels.
Let's get nuclear war. This guy's an asshole. We can't do this.
I can
we
see
gotta
what-
just let me keep talking and being pro-war. Go ahead.
I can see why he gets those speaking fees. Guy really knows how to handle a situation.
And they turn and that's us. That's us with politics. We get distracted
By someone who has a valid point about us warmongering ourselves into a nuclear confrontation over selling liquefied natural gas to Europe. Now, that is a big distraction.
Hey, now hold up now.
Hold up.
I just got a big new gray patch on the side of my head from this stressor.
Hold up.
focusing on what's important.
What's important? Nuclear war, not important.
Is this
is who we are.
Wait, is this after Obama, the other video of Obama talking about how we should probably open the lines?
This was after. I think this was after, yeah.
Because maybe I'm just imagining, but I feel like I hear in his voice like, "Oh, geez, a nuclear war, and I better talk quick."
This is who we are.
I was waiting for him to take a drink of water.
Yeah.
I wanted him to kiss some water lightly.
No, I really do need a glass of water. Somebody had the courage to advocate for no nuclear war with Russia, and the crowd responded by chanting Obama. Imagine having your head shoved so far up your favorite politician's asshole that you turn on a person who is advocating against nuclear war.
You don't have to imagine it. You can
They
watch
just did it. We just watched it.
This is like South Park when Obama won and his dad like, Obama! He kept yelling it. Like,
Oh, I didn't see that episode.
everybody is Stan's dad from South Park now. It's wild, dude.
Wow, just wow. I'm crying tears of joy knowing our country has a future because of the courage your friends demonstrated by holding a president's feet to the fire, speaking truth to power, demanding accountability. So that was nice. And by the way, this is what they're talking about, how and why the U.S. government perpetrated the 2014 coup in Ukraine. We did that. That's our CIA doing that. Funding, pushing, invoking, and fomenting discord. By the way, those two protesters, Anastasia Battle. Howdy, I'm Anastasia Battle, editor-in-chief of Schiller's Institute's Lenore magazine. Stuart Battle, so they're the battles. He's the promoter of ideas whose times has come, build the world's land bridge. I don't know what that means. Build the world's land bridge.
I don't know either.
But I think, they're LaRouches.
Oh, boy.
So I don't know much about the LaRouches, but I know that they're strong
It's Lyndon
against
LaRouche
war.
followers.
Yeah, I know who Lyndon LaRouche, but
Oh,
I
they're
don't
called
think,
LaRouches.
but I don't know if they're called that anymore.
I thought they were LaRouchers, like Star Trekky versus Trekker.
But I mean, LaRouche, that guy Lyndon LaRouche is long dead. So I don't. But there. So I just want
blowing up. Hey, good point.
Again, in the words of Frederick Douglass, I will unite with anyone to do good and with no one to do bad. Okay. So whoever is anti-war and wants to help stop a nuclear war, I'm with you.
Whose quote is that?
Frederick Douglass.
Oh, that's a good quote.
Yeah, I'll unite with anyone to do good and with no one to do bad. And so I'll unite with these people to stop a war. I'll unite with anyone to stop a nuclear war. Anyone. Why wouldn't you? So
My pride.
So so this is one of those issues. This is one of those things where, hey, we have more in common than this. The establishment is pro-war. Let's unite with anybody who's anti-war. And you know who's anti-war? A lot of the libertarians are anti-war. You know who's anti-war? A lot of the progressives, not anymore. They're all going they're all following Bernie right up the fucking pro-war. It's disgusting.
But what about cooties, Jimmy? What if you get cooties from sitting next to the wrong?
A lot of socialists are against war.
Yeah, right.
A lot of communists are against war. A lot of Jimmy Dore fans. I would say everybody who watches the show pretty much is
a lot of people who know anything about war.
anybody who saw Private Ryan is against war. So I'll unite with anyone to be against war. And so thank you to the battles for doing that. Also, I think there's an anti-war candidate running. Is in New York? Are they running? Is it running against Chuck Schumer? Somebody's running. I got to look into that.
Diane Sears.
Yeah, well, where's she running against Chuck Schumer?
Yes, Chuck Schumer. And they said she's
She's anti-war, right?
Mhm.
So we should give anti-war people a voice.
Maybe we can get her on this week.
Yeah. Boy, I certainly don't want to bring on somebody who's not the right type of person to be against a nuclear war.
Yeah.
I don't want to platform someone who's not the right type of lefty.
Yeah. I'd rather.
That's what people actually believe. They
I'd
actually
rather
believe
die
that.
in nuclear fire.
That there's certain people you shouldn't align with to stop a nuclear war.
This has been built up for years through every level of everything in media, where that thing of it's like who, not what they say, it's who they are,
Well, that's
and if
right.
they're cool or not.
You better be afraid.
Right.
You better be afraid to not be associated with them.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
goal, is to make it, you don't think about what they do. You think about if you like the guy.
That's right. That's right. See, in Denver, Palm Springs, Austin, Texas, and Burbank, California after Thanksgiving. Plus, we're going to be doing a lot of shows in December in Studio City. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all the tickets.